anyone in your friends, family circle who has a stammer?
Not currently, but I believe my grandfather on my mother's side had quite a severe stammer.
What do you think caused his stammering, or stammering in general, or causes?
I was under the belief that when he was at school, he was left-handed, and this was many years ago, and he was forced and ridiculed about his left-handedness and forced to write with his right hand. This stressed him out to a considerable degree, I think, and it did cause him to stammer his speech a little bit. I'm not sure if it was a lifelong thing, but I know that he did have a very slight speech impediment.
Was there anything which you would, anything which you did to sort of help his speech, or?
I was so young at the time, I feel that I was unaware of it. But I think everyone, it didn't really impair him in any way. It was just part of who he was, really.
So if you met someone who had a stammer now, would you treat them any differently than anyone else?
I'd like to think no. I think that it's such a minor, I don't even want to use the word difference, but an unusuality, let's say, that it's barely noticeable. Everyone speaks very differently.
Yeah. If you lost your fluency yourself tomorrow, how would you cope?
I think it would be difficult at first. I work with people quite closely, and a lot of my job involves talking to people directly on a one-to-one basis. So I think initially it would be quite difficult for me. But I think, as is the case with anything, if it becomes a normality for you and part of your life, you just learn to deal with it, and it becomes another part of you, another facet of your personality.
Yeah. How would you encourage someone who has a stammer, like, to overcome it, or to just come out of their shell, maybe?
Difficult question, I suppose, but I suppose just speak more, encourage them to be more forward and not worry about the fact that they do have a stammer at all, even if people notice it. I think it's quite unnoticeable a lot. It's very rare you find people whose speech on the spot is perfectly fluid and that they can, conjure an answer straight away. I myself, a couple of times, have gone, do you see what I mean? So I don't think it's really a big problem, but I would just encourage people to just speak as much as possible and not pay attention to it.
Cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.